All right, hello everybody, and welcome to Unit 5, Artistic Movements Through History. This unit is going to be about, you guessed it, art history. So first off, take a look at these assignments and the due dates that they're due. You've got only a couple of days to complete the first assignment, so I would start on that as soon as possible. And then notice what I've got here, the 12 PowerPoints. 12 PowerPoints that go through the history of art dating all the way back to 75,000 years ago into the current day. They do take some time to think about and to consider. So again, I would encourage you to start looking at these PowerPoints now rather than getting into it on the due dates. So yeah, notice that this is the most contemporary, and this is something that I want you to think about as well too. A lot of the big questions from students, or a lot of the big things that students want to tell me, is they appreciate work that is much more about perfectionism. People from the Renaissance, like Leonardo and Michelangelo and Donatello, and all those really fantastic artists that were really about perfection in their art, and art looking realistic, right? And when some of us look at art, we just want our art to be realistic, and we don't like the other stuff, right? A lot of times the other stuff seems really simplistic and kind of boring, right? And that's a fair argument. But when you take the time to go throughout the history working itself up until the current day, really think about postmodernism as less interested in showing perfection and much more interested about expressing some kind of idea or some kind of concept or making some kind of statement. And that's where we're living at right now. But you see that starting to happen all the way in the 1800s. So when you're thinking about it, and when you're considering the PowerPoints, really put that into consideration as well too. Now, notice these discussions, and again, here are the due dates. These are very postmodern discussions. They're very conceptual to think about, and they're also very relevant in our own time. For discussion forum, make sure that you watch this video and read the article, and then take some time before you complete the assignment. Take some time to let this idea marinate a little bit, and it'll give you a well thought out response, because that's what I'm looking for. Also, don't forget to respond to 2 classmates for this discussion, as well as this discussion too, discussion 5. The Gorilla Girls are female artists, and they're anonymous, and they wear gorilla masks. And I'm going to leave it at that. I'll let you guys go ahead and watch the video, and then really, it's a little tiny art assignment, and in my opinion, it's been really fun to look at, right? So really take advantage of this discussion. If you've got something to complain about, take advantage of this assignment right here. And then last but not least, we have Unit 5 exam. Notice the due date, and notice that you've got 3 days to take it. This is the date that it's going to be available. Also notice that this day here that it becomes available is also the due date here too. Again, I just want you to keep in mind these dates, right? Because that's the due dates. Anyways, if you have more questions, you can always get in touch with me on Pronto. That's my preferred method of contact, and I'll get back to you the fastest that way. So again, if you have questions, please ask, and have a great week. Okay, bye-bye, everybody.